Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make some carne Su Jugo. First we're going to put the beans. It's pretty early in the day. I like to make sure these are done. That way I'm not cooking so much in the stove. I like to rinse them and I'm going to add them to the water right now. So now I'm going to add the beans. I like using, ay cabrón, frijoles peruanos. So now I'm going to add a piece of onion and some garlic cloves. I usually add 2, but since I'm making a little bit more beans, I'm gonna add 3. And then I'm gonna cover it and put it on low. So the way my mom taught me is to just leave it for 2 hours on low heat. That way, you know, everything cooks up nicely. I add the salt later on. So an hour and a half has passed. This is what the frijoles are looking like. Now this is what I'm gonna add, the salt. You know, mal es tanteo, eh? Now I'm gonna cover and cook for another 30 minutes. All right, so these beans have been cooking on low for 2 hours. So after the 2 hours, you just wanna press them with your fingers, see if they're nice and soft. Si están blanditos, if they are, they're ready. You can go ahead and taste it, see if it needs more salt. So mine is perfect. So these are the ingredients right here. We have some bacon. This is a 12-ounce packet of bacon, a full packet. Some Milanesa. I sometimes use Diezmillo. What is this? Oh, it's just some fat, but this time it's Milanesa. So this is a healthier version of chicken bouillon. I have a discount code if you'd like to use it. It's Jenny15 for 15% off. It's non-GMO, has no preservatives. It's vegan. It's really, really healthy for you, and it tastes kind of like the powder from the Maruchan, but it's really good. And then some cilantro, tomatillos, garlic, Chiles Gueros, Cebollitas Cambray, más cebolla, y Chiles Serranos. I usually like to add jalapenos because jalapenos are not as spicy as serranos, but I didn't have any, so I'm just gonna use 3 Chiles Serranos. But I suggest you use 2 jalapenos and maybe 1 serrano or 2 serranos if you like it a little bit more spicy. I'm gonna add the bacon first. Ay no, ándale. So we're gonna cook this until it's fully cooked. Nice and brown and crispy. Okay, so we're getting there. Just gonna do it for like 1 more minute. Now I'm going to remove it. So now that I have my bacon aside, I'm gonna grab the Chiles Gueros and I'm gonna fry them as well as the cebollitas. I'm just gonna fry them a little bit. So the amount of chiles and cebollitas that you're gonna use depends on how much you're gonna eat. So now I'm going to remove the cebollitas. As well as the chiles. So I went ahead and removed some of the bacon grease, pero si te gusta bien grasoso, it's fine, you can leave it in there, but I just feel like it's way too much. Now we're gonna add the meat. This is when I'm gonna add the seasoning. It's pretty much just garlic salt. It's also from La Morena Spices. It's really, really, really good. If you don't have it, you can just use regular garlic salt. Y nomás le tanteas, just like that. So we're not going to fully cook it yet. Just a little bit, unos 5 minutos, because it's gonna finish cooking once we add in the tomatillo mixture. So while that's cooking, we're going to make the tomatillo mixture. We're gonna add in the tomatillos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna add 8 because they're actually kind of big. But if they're medium size, add 10. And I'm also gonna add a piece of onion, 2 garlic cloves, and the 3 chiles serranos. I'm also gonna add like this much of cilantro. Con todo y el tallo. People cut that off, but no, 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 no. That's the good stuff too. This is when I'm gonna add in the bouillon. About a tablespoon. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of water. And now, oh my gosh, you're done, Pee-Pee? Good job. Now we're going to blend. So this is what it should look like. Don't get scared. It's not supposed to be fully cooked yet. This is what you want. You want the meat to release its own juices, which is this right here. Hence the name Carne en Su Jugo, meaning it's cooked in its own juices. So I already put another olla right here. We're gonna put the mixture in first and then add in the carne. So I went ahead and added a little bacon grease to the pot. Ay, cabrón. So I'm gonna let that come to a simmer. So I did it this way. Before I would boil the tomatillos, but a lot of people from Ay, cabrón. I know. Hope it's not hopefully it's not that spicy. So before I would boil the tomatillos, and I posted my recipe on TikTok, and it like went viral, and a lot of people from Jalisco, Guadalajara, told me that I don't necessarily have to boil them, so to just leave them raw. Right now it looks bright green, but once it cooks, it's going to, and you add in the meat, se va a cambiar de color. It's going to change color, more like a dark green. So now I'm going to add the meat very carefully. Not like me. Don't add it like me. So I'm going to add more water. And I'm gonna cover it and let it cook for like 20 minutes. So 20 minutes have passed. And now I'm gonna add the bacon. I'm gonna let that cook for 5 minutes and turn it off. This is when you can taste it. I went ahead and added more bouillon and garlic salt. I went ahead and turned it off. This is when I'm gonna add in the cebollitas and the chile. So you can serve this with the frijoles de la olla that I already made. Some cilantro, some cebolla, some limon, rábanos. So yummy. Look how delicious this looks.
It's delicious.
Yummy.